What's up, everybody? It's Infinite CSAC. Today we're going to Chicopee, Massachusetts to do an interview with Manny Serrano about his TSX. So with that being said, roll intro. Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's Infinite CSAC, and I'm here with Manny. We're going to be talking about his TSX. We're up here in Chicopee, Massachusetts, by way of Springfield, home of the Basketball Hall of Fame and the new MGM Hotel and Casino. What's up, Manny? How you doing? Chilling. So, it's a nice car you have here, man. You put a lot of work into it. And let's talk about your love for cars. So you told me in an interview, not an interview, but a thing that you sent me in my inbox, your love for cars started with Forza Motorsport 4?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so elaborate on that a little bit.
So I was a Need for Speed cat for the longest time. Need for Speed was my game, and then when I went to college, my buddy introduced me to Forza. Because I thought, Need for Speed is that fantasy stuff. And then when he taught me Forza, he showed me the motor work, the suspension work, the body work, and I was like, this game is crazy. Like, it goes in depth, you could tune it, the tire pressure, the gearing. I was like, okay, so Forza's it. And then when I started, you could make the car the way you wanted it. So I was like, it wasn't like Need for Speed, it was just like a kit and a crazy paint job and you could go. It's like clean, nice car, and you could actually just go really in depth, and that really caught my eye for cars. And, like, I liked cars before, but that really made it like pop out. I really want a car that I can build now.
That's awesome, man. So the love for cars started with a big one. I ain't mad at you. So prior to this car, you also mentioned you had a Nissan 50Z.
Yes, sir.
Elaborate on that for a little bit.
So I had, before that, shitty cars. I was just working, and then I finally got a good job, and I was like, I want a good car now. So I was looking into cars. My family always wanted to get a nice point A to point B sedan. I'm like, no, I want the car I want. I'm working now, I can afford it. So I saw the 50Z, I got it, and it was a really fun car. I really didn't get too much with it because I wasn't that much into money, but I did enjoy it. I drove it 20,000 miles in less than a year.
Wow.
Yeah, so I definitely enjoyed that car all day long. I wish I could have done more with it, like I could do now, but maybe in the future I'll get another one.
Yeah, those are nice builds too when they run. And you also mentioned you had a car.
Yeah, so my wife got pregnant, and I had to sell the 350Z, unfortunately. And then I was looking into other cars, sports cars, and then sedans at the same time, because I didn't want to give up my sports car hobby at all. So
right.
I definitely want to, make like a compromise with both of them. So I saw an Audi. I really didn't know what it entailed to own an Audi until I owned an Audi. It was bad, but the Audi was fun. All-wheel drive, boosted, and it had a stage 2 tune, making 230 wheel horsepower. And lowered on some coilovers, really low to the ground. I slammed it. I don't know why I did that. I would never do it again. And it was a really comfortable ride, really fun car, but I would never own an Audi again. I'll tell you that much. It was very expensive.
Yeah.
Parts are very expensive.
Yeah.
Labor is very expensive.
Yep.
And that car, I forget about it all the time. I forget I even own an Audi sometimes.
Live and learn, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, two cars that you really didn't do a lot with. Now let's talk about this 2001 Acura Integra that you dumped a lot of money into.
So yeah, I got an 01 Integra after the Audi, which is weird because I was looking for a sedan. Then I got a coupe, but I made it work. I bought it, windshield cracked, front bumper was black, hood was black, wing was black, the trunk cover was put on backwards and black, and the car didn't even run. I bought a battery, made it run, changed coil pack, changed everything on the car. Little by little, I fixed the windshield, got the front bumper, and it was still a USDM front, but I made it all match all together as much as I could. Wing was still black. It was a Type R wing. It was carbon fiber. And then I told my wife, hey, I want the JDM front end. I want to go hard with this car. So she got me the JDM front end as a gift.
Wow.
I put it on. I had my boy put it on, and I luckily bought it paint matched to the car, so I didn't have to do a lot of work with it. And then I bought a Mugen wing, it was a Rep, and I painted it the same color as the car, and I made the whole car one color over time. I bought different wheels to make the stance even better, and I did full body kit, and then I changed wheels again to a 3-piece setup. So that was expensive, but it was worth it. I did exhaust, I did a lot of motor work, motor mounts, clutch. I did all that
You
stuff.
did this work all yourself?
I did everything myself. I set like my buddy did the front end conversion because I don't know, I'm not a welder, but he did it for me. And then everything else I did myself, painted it and all that stuff. And I really loved that car. Body was rotting away. So my plan before the TSX was to get another shell, a black shell, and swap everything from the JDM front to that car, fix the motor, and maybe boost it, and just throw it in there and just made a nice clean build. But I unfortunately rear ended somebody, and then that messed up my headlight, my radiator support, my front bumper. And to me, it was a total loss because I would have to get another JDM front end, I would have to get another shell, and it was just too much money to start all over again. So I ended up parting the car, and I ended up getting $5,000 from it. Not to mention, I did full suspension work, coilovers, tie rods, ball joints, everything. I dumped a lot more money than I should have into that Integra. Like I was legit was gonna carry everything over and just start fresh with a nice black shell. But I couldn't,
Unfortunately.
yeah, I couldn't proceed with that. And that's when I bought this.
All right, so let's talk about it. What year is this?
This is a 2006.
2006. Now, you've only had it for a year and a half.
A year and a half. I'm surprised I got this far.
And you've done a lot of money into this and done a lot of work into it. Elaborate on that.
So I got it in February of last year. Yeah, so that's the whole year and a half. So I got it in February of last year. It was lowered on 19s, and that's all they had on it. And then the headlight was out. So, you know, I don't mind little things like that. So when I got it, first thing I did was send it to paint. And then I got it painted. I fixed the headlights. I bought some ones with the LED strip, some, you know, JDM style. And I sold the 19s because they were too big for the car. And I bought some Conseil KMP 18s. And I went stance with the car first. And then I figured stance wasn't my thing because it's too much work, too much bump avoiding, fender rubbing, and I was like, I like the look, but it was just too much work to maintain. So then I sold the Conseils because winter was coming, and I bought I put the TLs on. I bought this lip from a Russian guy. So he custom made it to the front bumper. I bought these JDM headlamp fog covers from the same guy because over here they don't sell. That's a Japan thing. So he sold me those. I bought these depot headlights to go with the Euro R style. The fender cuts I got from the same Russian guy. The wing I got from the same Russian guy. So he really hooked me up on some parts. And
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good for your pockets.
And they're custom too. So you know. And the fender cuts, I don't think I've ever seen anybody with a TSX out here with that.
That's one thing that you want to have with a car is uniqueness.
That's what I like. I like to be simple, clean, and unique. You know, it's kind of hard to be simple and clean and unique at the same time because a simple build is just, you know, nice stock and some wheels, nice wheels. So it's hard to make it unique at that. I feel like because then everybody has the same thing, just different wheels. Everybody has the same car, just different wheels. So I figured like the lip, nobody has that. The fender cut, nobody has that. And it's simple, it's clean, and it's not too crazy. And then so I did all that. I carbon wrapped the front grille myself. I did a lot of work to this myself. I changed to some studs were broken too when I got the car. I fixed the studs, alternator, power steering pump, rack and pinion. I did all that stuff myself. I did the interior shop. The interior I was tan. I did black interior and I did a two-tone. I like the look. I felt like the black was just too much work. I had to take out the rug, the dash. It's like I don't want to do all that work me personally. So I just want to keep it, you know, I mean, let me see how the two-tone looks. I put the two-tone, I really digged it. It's like, okay. But then I would spend like 6-7 months to find a rear deck lid for cheap because everybody wanted $200-$300 for it. Yeah. So I saw a dude partying it out in New Haven. I was like, how much you want? He's like, $40. I'll be right there. So I went down there, picked that up, put that in, and then eventually so I had some blue ESRs. I liked it. It was 18s, but I felt like the tires were a little too thick for my setup. It was too much rubbing. I liked the way it looked though. And I was like, okay, I want to go with a smaller, meaty track setup. That's when I bought the RPF ones. I mean, I know everybody has them, but they're light wheels. They're very comfortable, and that's when I went with the Falcon and Zenith for that track. So hopefully, my goal is one day to track the car and just really beat on it.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. When said and done, if ever done, what were your plans for the car? So track.
Yeah, we're never done with the cars. You know, that's the biggest lie everybody ever says.
Unfortunately,
yeah. So yeah, eventually, if I get another daily, which hopefully is soon, I want to strip it, gut it, and just power steering on delete, AC delete, take out the back seats, add a crossbar in the back, make it as light as possible because those seats are heavy, like 60 pounds a piece. Those mirrors are heavy, they're like 10 pounds. because they're heated mirrors. So they're really heavy. I really want to just focus on reducing as much weight as I can and just tracking it. And I don't really want to do extensive motor work just yet because I'm a newbie at the track. If I just strictly focus on horsepower, I'm gonna lose it. I know I'm gonna lose it because I've never done it before.
Exactly.
So I definitely want to focus on suspension because that's gonna keep me safe. Suspension is a critical part.
Right.
So
a lot of people don't know that.
Yes. So what I want to do is the only thing I really want to do is to upgrade the radiator to keep it reliable, keep the engine cool, and that's for now. That's what I want to do. Just a nice big coil rad, and then once I get used to the track, I start adding power, and that's my goal with it soon, hopefully.
That sounds like a pretty good goal, Skipper. And we appreciate you spending time with us and giving us some insight on yourself and your car hobby and stuff like that. Why don't you give your social media out to the people in case they want to contact you and pick your head about what's going on.
My Instagram is battle.scarred_CL9. You can follow me there. I don't really have Facebook is my personal stuff, so my Instagram, you can follow me on that all the time. That's all I really have from social media, not too much.
All right, so you heard him. Hit him up on his Instagram. And with that being said, we're going to take a look at this lovely car. Stick with us.
And now the moment you've been waiting for. The 2006 Acura TSX. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click the like button, smash the subscribe button, and the bell if you want to be notified.
This has been a presentation of Get the visuals.
In conjunction with
Chosen One ENT and Distribution.
Next. On CSAC. Here is some footage from UC3 and other car events. Follow us on Facebook at Caged Souls or on Instagram at caged_souls_auto_club.
Until the next time, keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel.